So, hello. So wonderful. 2 people have already found me. You can use the chat to save. Can you hear me, everyone? Can you hear me? Again, I cannot see who is online. I can only see how many are there. I'm hoping that you reached this live stream with the new link. Yes. Somatic yoga starts in a few minutes. Those of you who are online, welcome to Suzie Yoga Cyprus Somatic Yoga class and live here from Cyprus. And those who are probably on Cyprus already who are joining this class. Yes, I'm just checking that my mat can be seen. Yes, I'm probably going to put it a little bit lower. There you go. Just, checking the view for my class. Yes, better this time. Video making and live class teaching is a learning process for all of us teachers, I am sure. And right now, especially in this time of here, being restricted to go in class, having a live class opportunity is great. But as teachers, we are like learning how you teach live. Yes, can you be seen? Is my leg seen? Do you understand what I'm doing? And I'm doing this here in my family home in the living room. So, it's hard to restrict family from being around and they come and go. So please ignore all kinds of external sounds that might be around or messages coming in and out. So let's give it a few more minutes so that everyone arrives who wants to be here and get the class. Again, just wanted to always take an opportunity to share other teachers, what other teachers are doing on the island of Cyprus. And there's a lot of going on online as well. And my friend Shifan, who is a belly dance artist, she's teaching live belly dance fusion classes right now in Facebook. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings at 11. So those are totally free, nice 30 to 40 minute belly dance class. If you want to explore moving in that way, than yoga. I mean, all the movement is great and enhances your health in many ways. And also a colleague of mine, Kundalini teacher Christine Wigalana, is teaching online live Kundalini yoga. That is on Tuesday morning 8:30 and Friday afternoon at 4. But for that one, you are encouraged to get in touch with Christine Wigalana herself here in Facebook. You can message her, you can find her in Messenger as well, and she's creating a Messenger room for those who are enjoying her live class. So that's not like this. I do this for donation. If you have in your hearts and find in your hearts to donate for the class, you can do that. Either message me. If you're not in Cyprus, you can message me privately. Or if you are here, just keep a log. And once we come back to face-to-face, then we can sort it out. It's just a donation. So we are almost, it's time to start. Let me get my time. Let me get my time here. So I know, yes, this time is, and that time, computer time is a little ahead. So let's give it a few more, just a little bit more time. Like always, somatic yoga classes, I wish to move you in every possible way. So you focus on every part of the body, which is important to feel that the energy flows everywhere. So in that way, there is less of a focus that we would focus on this time to your hips or your upper body. But sometimes in normal classes, I do take a focus so that the class is not always the same. But now when we're online and we're away from each other, I try to do as many possible movements for you as possible so that you feel in the end of class that you have not a part of the body that hasn't been moved. So I'm hoping that you have possibly a thick mat or a blanket. Yes, have a blanket or two nearby so that you can be comfortable in those exercises that we do today. Sometimes you might want to have something under your head as well. But other than that, you don't need anything else except yourself. So I think we might be ready to start. And I like to invite you to lie down on your back for a moment to have a scan. So go ahead, get comfortable. I hope you're wearing socks if you're cold. Long sleeves are good. We are not doing any kind of sweaty workout here in Somatic. So just to be nice and comfortable and warm, it's important. So just lie on your back for a moment. This is very short if you indeed have a little bit cooler space at home. So tap your backs of your knees on the floor a little bit. I hope you have a visual to your computer or your phone. But in most of the exercises, you will always close your eyes, and that's why it's important that you can hear me. So close your eyes, have your arms and legs and body comfortable on the floor. And take deep inhales and exhales. Just flowing through your nose in and through your nose out. Feeling that expansion in your chest. And then the shrinking in your chest as you exhale. And just focus very shortly and quickly to your feet. If you could separate every single toe from each other, little toe, and the following, the fourth, the third, the second, and the first toe. And then feeling that all your toes are connected, like from strings all the way up to your head, going past. So you just visualize those strings from your toes, right and left leg at the same time. You've got the strings and you bring the strings up to your ankle. And from ankle over your shin, inside your calf, to your knees. Then from your knees, inside your thighs, to your hips. And from hips, inside your pelvis, through your abdominals, right and left, inside your rib cage, all the way up past your shoulders, and your side of your neck, all the way up to your head. And now those strings end up in the middle, on the top, your crown, your head. And feel that connection that you have to every single toe. And now bring your focus to the tips of your fingers. And with fingers, it's quite easy. Also imagine that you will start bringing 5 strings from both hands, bringing it to your elbow, pulling them up to your shoulder, and then pulling them up from the side through your collarbone, past the collarbone, side of your head, and pass it behind your head, all the way up to your crown. Just one more moment to focus on your tail. And just bringing that focus up on your spine, respecting the curves that you have in your spine. Following the curves on your spine, the lower back, the thoracic spine, back of your neck, and ending up on your head. So with existing connections that you've made and the connection that you feel, just take deep inhales and exhales. A little bit more energetic, so you really exhale fully. And inhale again fully. Maybe a little bit stronger so that you're also warming up at the same time. And the last inhale, just move your fingers, move your toes. Start bending your knees as you exhale. Bring your knees to your chest. And just to start with, maybe you just rock side to side very lightly and easily. And again, if you're comfortable already, or just take a look. If you can comfortably close your eyes while you're rocking your body side to side. Allow this to be very small if you feel like it, or a little bigger. Whatever is your feeling this morning. Actually, we'll go very close to the noon time. It's good if you haven't eaten before this class. Hopefully you'll have good lunch appetite for lunch after this class. And I like to rock back and forth. So just allowing your knees go forward as long as your arms are, and then bringing it easy towards your chest. You can really activate your abdominal by lifting your tail off and then rocking forward. Lifting your tail off and rocking your knees forward. Again, eyes closed. You can always check what is she doing if you don't understand from my guidance with your eyes closed. That's why I'm here. I'm hoping that my guidance is crystal clear for you today so you can really enjoy your eyes closed. And then let's do a little bit circling. So you're just gliding and allowing your knees circle above your pelvis. And again, I'm not letting my hands slide, so knees are not going too far, just making few circles to the right side. Let your knees move. Yeah, you don't have to squeeze your knees together. Change the direction of the circles. You're just massaging the back of your sacrum to the floor. And change the side of the circle again. This is the direction of the circle. Keep your breath comfortable though all along this class. You're just going to breathe however you want to breathe. Change the circle direction one more time. And release your feet back to the floor. Relax your arms. And then I like you to just sway your pelvis side to side. And start small. So that it's very small, side to side with your legs on the floor. And then let it go towards the windshield wiper. So remember the windshield wiper, just letting your knees go side to side. And the bigger it gets, the more of a stretch you feel on your waistline. And then you let your nose, your face fall to the other side. This is good old. Again, your eyes closed so you have a nice internal experience. You can slow it down to very slow for a few times or do faster, whatever feels good. Good. Let's come back to center. Keep your feet comfortably, pelvis apart, and lift your right leg up to the sky. Now might be quite tight in the back of the leg, but it's just easy easy feeling of the stretch, and I would like to point and flex your foot. Good. A few times release the leg to the floor. Tap the back of the knee to the floor. Keep the lower back on the floor while you're doing this exercise so that you're not arching. You really feel the lower back is on the ground. And then slowly lifting the leg back up as far as it comes without you helping with your hands. Just activating in front of the thigh. And then sending it back to the floor. And now when it's on the back of the floor, I like you to press that left foot to the floor, keeping the right leg straight and possibly lifting pelvis just a little bit off. This is not a huge lift, like you see my shadow is making it a little bit difficult to see, but it's not a huge lift. It's just a little lift. Lower your pelvis back down. You feel it on the back. And think of it just an activation, not a strong muscle movement. You release the pelvis back to the floor, the lower back on the ground, and slowly, slowly let that right leg float back to sitting. Now take your hands and just stretch a little bit. Let the knee fall down and let the right foot go back to floor next to the left one. And let's do the other side. So let's relax the left leg back to the floor and stretch and tap the back of the knee to the floor. Now keep the lower back on the floor, softly pressing the left leg up. You float the left leg up to the ceiling. Oh yes, here I feel the tightness. Don't lift your pelvis off at this moment. You're just going to go up and flex and point that foot. Okay, you can hold your hand with your hands, the leg at this point. Feel that, yes, the two sides are always different. You feel different, both sides. Good. Relax your arms. Slowly, slowly let that leg go down to the floor. And now again, I want you to really feel the heel on the floor. You want to press that leg straight, but your right foot presses to the floor and slightly lifting. Again, I'm not lifting a lot. Just pressing the right foot to the floor so that I'm easily lifting and keep that left leg straight. So again, no need to lift very high, just little activation and lower down. Lift and glide, float the left foot all the way up. Take the hand to stretch, drop the foot and drop the foot. And the other side, right leg up, right leg up, not up. Gliding up forward, tap the back of the leg. Float the foot slowly, slowly up. Don't use your hands this time. You're just going to go as far as you can without holding. Lower back on the floor. Don't lift your pelvis up. Just lift. Slowly, slowly glide. Float. Slowly, slowly right leg, right foot comes down to the floor. Press the left foot to the floor and lift the pelvis easily up. Slowly, slowly lower your pelvis back down. Feel the lower back on the ground. Float the right foot back up to the sky towards your chest. Drop the heel back to the thigh. Drop the foot back. And glide the left leg forward. Float the left leg up. Slowly, slowly. You can close your eyes and follow my guidance. Feel the stretch, the back of the left leg. Send the leg back slowly, slowly down. Press the left foot to the floor and lift the pelvis up. Just again, small lift, slowly lower the pelvis down. Float the left leg up to the sky. Feel the stretch. Drop the heel and drop the foot. Go ahead and extend both legs straight and tap the backs of your knees to the floor. Let's feel how we feel. Lift your right foot up. Put your hands and feel that there's a little bit easiness there. I'm hoping. Point and flex the foot again. And circle your ankle. Hopefully those strings that we imagined in the beginning of having from their 5 toes feel really alive. Relax. Let's take the left leg. Yes. Oh, this is my tighter side. A little bit easiness in the back of the leg. Circle the ankle. Good. And drop down. And take a few windshield wipers. Started on the back of the leg today. So just keep breathing and clearing the windshield. Again, slowly or faster. Good. Let's come to seated position. So bring your knees up and rock up. And you can do rocking a few times. There you go. Rocking up. Again, this one you try to do as rounded back as possible. And come to seated position. I like to extend your legs forward straight. And again, you can sit on a cushion if you feel that your spine is round. You want to have your spine quite straight. So you could sit on a cushion, or if you have block at home, or you just bend your knees a little bit. You're trying to reach towards your toes. So if you feel like, oh, after preparation that we did, not really reaching too far, make a note where you are right now. I'm secretly practicing, so I'm further down. But you can think that, okay, I'm going to be here, my fingers are reaching, so don't force it. Say comfortably, that's where my fingers are reaching right now. Good. And remember the exercise, we've done this before. You're going to actively reach towards your toes. So now you're flexing your ankles. So make sure that your ankle is quite comfortable. So you can do this movement for your ankles. Again, your knees may be bent. You still can move your ankle. So when you are reaching up, you want to point your toes. So trying to point or actually just extend your ankle. And reaching as up as you can. So now you have that straight spine position. As you breathe and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen up. And then when you start to reach forward, you're going to lift your toes towards the sky and bring your fingertips towards your toes. So if you are here, you're still reaching, rounding your back and chin to your chest, possibly you're reaching over as far as you can. And we will do a nice exhale here. But we're going to keep breathing a few times, however you want to breathe. Relax your ankle and lift your arms up and lengthen. Try to reach to the sky. Don't lift your shoulders too much, but you want to keep the belly button in and lengthen. And then flexing and reaching towards your toes as far as you can. Relax your head. And again, relax, point your toes or ankles, lengthening. And now I'm going a little back. So again, keep careful that you're not going to be arching too much. You're just reaching back so that you activate your belly button. You're reaching and leaning back. Keep your knees bent if you need to. And flexing and reaching over, rounding your back. Again, point your toes, lengthen and leaning back, belly buttons in. And exhale. Inhale. Sorry. I want you to breathe your own breath a few more times, and slowly, slowly. And going over. One more in your own time. I know the arms are starting to feel it. Ankles relaxed. And reaching over. And now I'd like you to do it fast. So we would do it 4 times with your breath fully. Inhale, exhale, and so on and so forth. 4 times, all right? So ankle relaxed, lengthen. Inhale and exhale, reach. Through your nose or through your mouth. Inhale and exhale, reach. Inhale, ankles relaxed, lengthen. Flex your ankles. Exhale, reach your toes. Last one, inhale and exhale. Relax your shoulders. And now again, try to go. Let's see where we are. Reaching to your toes. Have you gone further? I feel like I've gone really nicely further. So you hopefully are past the point that you measured in before. I'm hoping. Good. Relax and relax your legs. Now you may need your cushion again to bend your knees. And if you think that you can do a mirror image to me if you like. So you're going to have one leg in front and the other one in here. So if you see that I'm doing my right leg, I don't know how you see if it's a mirror image because I don't want to say the wrong, but whichever leg you have chosen here in front and the other one is here in the back. So now if you feel like, okay, I can do this knee, but I need support under the knee, you can put support under this knee, okay, if you feel like that. If you can't do this one, because it's more challenging for you, the knee to be bending in, so you can have this leg straight, okay? This is the alternative if you can't do this one. I prefer this one, but you need to work with your own knee. So, supporting or nothing. If you're comfortable being like this, perfect, that's fine. So you will be oiling your hips, you will be oiling your knees. Could be part of the maintenance program for you to do every day because it makes you feel so good. So let's just roll the shoulders a few times just to relax the upper body and prepare for the spiral movement. Good. Again, remember that any of these positions are difficult. Lift up your seat a little bit higher and it may be easier for you. So you're really working the hips here. So if your leg is straight, remember you are still going to lift that sit bone off the floor. So now whichever leg you have in the front, you will lift the same side arm up. And I can use here. So if you feel like I'm falling off and I can't get that hand off, grab the shin on the side. If you have a leg straight, grab that leg or hold from your leggings. You can do that as well. So same arm, as your leg is in front, you will lift it up and take a side stretch. So I have secretly practiced, so I don't need to hold the shin. I'm putting my hand on the side, but you can hold the shin. Watch that the shoulder is coming up. And side, take a nice side stretch here, reaching not so much to side, but diagonally up. You really want to lengthen the side of the body. Just take comfortable breaths here. Find that place where you are. Of course, you think that, it creates pressure in your hip. It creates pressure in your knee. Then less going over that side, just reaching to the sky. The more here, the more challenging it is. Let's go to the other end. So this is one end of the movement. And you slowly, slowly come back upward. Lower that hand down. Take the other one, the opposite of this one. So I take the opposite arm and I want to go over this thigh. My shoulder will come over the knee or on top of the knee or beyond the knee. Don't go further. So let's try. The other arm is going to support you. And I cross my arm and my aim is the shoulder. So watch that your arm is going forward. You want to go straight to your side. And your shoulder is going over the knee. And relax your head. It is always very good. So now again, for those who are going further away here, no. Also not in front, no. But right over your thigh, that's your rule. You go over your thigh. And you can look to your hand. Feels really, really nice. So that's the other end of the movement. Let's slowly, slowly come up. And you start from beginning. So arm, which leg is on front, comes up and you go into a nice side stretch. But we are not going to stay, so we keep it dynamic in moving. So you're just going to go to the end of your stretch. Slowly coming back up. Bringing that hand down on the floor, taking the other one, crossing. Again, really cross over to the other supporting arm and shoulder to knee. And look to that side. Don't stay. Again, lift yourself up. Press that other hand to the floor to lift yourself up. Going to the side stretch. And if you're comfortable following me now, eyes closed, go ahead and close your eyes. Feels really, really good. And lifting up. And if you want to move slower, of course you can. Cross your arm, go down over the side. Breathe. Lifting up. So we're not staying anywhere. We're just moving through to the side stretch. Going up. Crossing. Down. Nice spiral. So remember, there should not be any pain. If you feel pain, you're like, okay, I can't go further. You're just imagining that you're going there. Imagine that you're going the missing part. Don't work with pain. Crossing. So move in your own timing, few more times. Closing eyes. Only looking here if you really need to look, but I think everybody got that movement now. Last time, good. And come back to center. Let's release those legs. Feel that hip there. That's it. And tap those legs again forward. Let's look where we are here, that we haven't backtracked, and maybe we have already gone further forward. So reach forward, relax your shoulders. Roll your shoulders a few times. And let's do the other side. So just tap the legs, make sure that you are comfortable. So, other side. So I take this leg here. And I take this one. Oh, yes, morning stiffness. Yes. Just every day is different. And every day your body is reacting different. So just breathe with your body. It's important for you to work every moment comfortably. Okay, so now we have the other side. Again, remember that you can use cushion. You can have this leg straight, if comfortable, like that. Bend this knee. So again, whichever leg you are in the front, are we ready to start on the other side? Yes. So whatever leg you have in the front, that arm comes up. Again, you can hold from the shin or have the hand on the floor. And we start from the side stretch. I'm hoping everybody is with me. That's it. And feeling that place where it's, oh, first time the other side feels really strange. So again, feeling that nice side stretch. Remember again, if this is too hard, you just want to reach upwards. Is also depending on that hip. you want to be here, just reach up. That's all optional. You can imagine doing that and going deeper each time. Slowly coming up, bringing that hand down. Now the other arm is going across in front of you. And again, shoulder to knee. So this is the thigh, is where you want to go. Straight over the thigh. Straight over. And as slow as you think is feeling good. Your eyes can, your nose is gazing towards your fingers, and hopefully your eyes are closed. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's come back up and begin to move. And keep going from position to position. So side stretch, on the shoulder relax to wherever you are. Eyes closed possibly. Yes. Slowly up, so you're not staying anymore. You're just moving the whole time from one movement to another. And keeping the breath going. Nice and easy. Relax the shoulders. Really need to feel it in the hips and the knees, basically, and making sure that there is no pain. Yes, maybe tightness. And the shoulder blade feels good here to stretch. And back up. Side stretch. Again, keep whichever rhythm you have chosen to go. You can go slower. Slower the better. And again, remember that you're not going beyond the knee to side. And here also really letting that side sit bone come down. If the knee is coming up, you can let that knee come up. And crossing. Let's go one more time after this. One more. Wherever you are, keep going. And then slowly coming to finish. Let's extend those knees forward. Tap the backs of your knees to the floor. Again, any kind of release movement can be good. Maybe you need to do the seated windshield wiper to relax your hips. And let's see if our flexibilities going forward has gotten better while you're doing your hip socket movement. So let's try again, go forward on your legs. And now I'd like you to just feel that pull from your shoulder blades. Like hold on to your legs, hold on to your toes. I mean, if you can hold on to your toes better, actually you can bend your knees and hold on to your toes. And then just pull your shoulder blades. So what means that I am pressing my toes against my fingers or my hands, and I'm pulling softly the shoulder blades apart. And then release. Bring your knees up if you're comfortable, or you just interlace your hands in the back and just bring your shoulder blades all the way together. This is again preparation. We're going to do a little bit of shoulder blade movement and getting in touch with your core now after opening those hip sockets. Good. So I'd like you to relax and lower yourself back down to the floor, and possibly you have your blanket or your block to place under your head. So go ahead and lower yourself down and place the blanket on your head or block under your head. So your head is uplifted from the floor. Be comfortable again. Knees and feet keep apart. That's it again. You can do a little bit wiping the windshield clear each time. Good. Come back to neutral. I like to bring those fingertips to the ceiling. Yes. And you are reaching again one hand at a time to the ceiling. So I will change possibly my facing so you can see me better. You stay wherever you are. Yes, you probably see me better now. So you're reaching your fingertips to the ceiling, and then one by one, those who have taken class with me, and this is also a nice Pilates exercise. You can have your lower back on the ground, and you're reaching one finger at a time, one hand at a time to the ceiling. Of course, my head is reacting a little bit, but try not to have this kind of thing here that you have your neck nice and long. So you're reaching one, and then bringing the shoulder blade down. You can see that maybe you are narrow here and then wide. It starts to be wider as your shoulder blades are separated. So go from the other side and back down. Keep your breath comfortable. You don't have to breathe in and out. Just going, reaching and down. Make sure that your shoulder is not coming up towards your ears, but it stays away from your ear. Now, next time when you're reaching with one side, I would like you to drop the shoulder blade down. So you're reaching and then softly dropping. Reaching and dropping. Reaching and dropping. Reaching and dropping. Let's do two more. Reaching and dropping. Reaching and dropping. Relax your hands on the side of your pelvis on the floor. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Take a break for your hands. And I like you to really connect to the floor. So you tuck in, you have that lower back on the floor, and you can lift your legs to tabletop, which means like you're sitting on the chair. So in order to sit on the chair, you already have to really find the core and work from the core in order to sit on your chair. That's it. Don't let your feet come down. If you should have lower back issues and you feel that you are not able to keep it and you start to tilt and the air starts to bring for your lower back, and then I let you to bring your knees a little closer to your abdominals. That's only for your own safety, for your lower back. If the more you go, you don't want to be up out here. You want to be right on the chair. So the more you can be on the chair, the more you strengthen your core. Fingertips up. Let's repeat the drop by pulling this nice inhale there. Reaching to the ceiling and drop. Reaching and drop. Two more. Reaching and drop. Last one. Reaching and drop. If you need to take a break, you can take a break, but if you can reach both at the same time and drop. Three more, both at the same time. Last two, both at the same time. Oh, yes, that core is working. Is your chair still to the same chair? I'm going to do a favorite core movement. Really my favorite one. It's so good to find the abdominals which hold you in place. We do this in class all the time, so it's good to have you there doing this exercise with me again, because it's my favorite, one of my favorite abdominal exercises that there is. And somatic yoga, as you know, uses exercises from Pilates. So let's do this one. You go back to your chair. Okay, remember that your chair is really the chair and not on a couch or something like that, or that you are crunched up and your legs are really on top of your abdominals. So you want to be on that chair.
Once you find the right chair, you're already working hard. Place your hands on your thighs. And now, ideally, you have neutral spine. Okay, there's a little bit way. As if you were really sitting on your chair, feeling the shoulder blades on the floor, and then feeling neutral spine. If you have lower back issues, I like you to do that. You close the gap and you have your thighs a little closer. So then it's easier, okay? So you have neutral spine, hopefully. Shoulders are away from your ears. You feel the shoulder blades on the floor and you press your hands to the thighs. And you exhale as you press and try to move your legs away, but they are not moving. So press and exhale. Feel the belly button in. And just release your hands. There is no movement on the legs. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. 2 more. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. No pelvis movement either. Last time. Exhale, press. And inhale, release your legs down. Relax your feel in your thigh. Intermission. Movement between. So you start to roll. So relax. Roll your lower back to the floor and pearl by pearl, you bring your pelvis up to a bridge. So come as high as you like. You can go to yoga bridge, which is really high. Watch that you're pressing all the way to your neck. Make sure that you have weight on your legs as well and you're not just pressing it up aggressively. As you are here, you're going to start coming down slowly, slowly. Separate your shoulder blades, coming slowly, slowly down to basic. Extend your legs before the second round. Tap the backs of your knees to the floor. And then we come back. Second round. Now again. But this one, as we are going to extend the leg, I want you to put the lower back on the floor as you come to chair. So now everybody is going to do the lower back on this chair. And let's do so that you can visually see me better. I'll take my right hand and I place it against the left. The left one is we are relaxing on the side. I press my left thigh away, but again, there is no movement. As you exhale, you extend the right leg straight. Press and inhale, release the breath and bring the right leg back. Again, exhale, extend, inhale, back to center. Only 2 more. Exhale, extend, inhale, center. Whoo-hoo. 1 more. Exhale and inhale. Take a break. Remember that this leg doesn't have to go all the way to the floor. It's fine just to extend. You need to keep the core and you're not going to let that lower back come from the floor, off the floor. Other side, back to chair. Now left hand on the right thigh and the other hand is relaxing. Again, you need to work. This leg has to stay there. And the other one is now extending. Lower back to the ground. Relax the other arm and let's go. So we inhale, prepare. And exhale, extend. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, extend. Press. Inhale, return. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, return. Is your lower back on the ground, by the way? Exhale. And inhale, return and relax. Bring your feet and knees again comfortable. Start to roll up to bridge, vertebra by vertebra, slowly, slowly, slowly. Yes, those front thighs are feeling good. Coming up. Take a nice inhale or exhale and then slowly, slowly coming down. Yes, extend your legs straight and give those thighs a little break. Deep inhale and exhale. Good. Like to bring your knees back to your chest. And rock a few times. I'm hoping that you guys, your knees are okay. I like to do one exercise on the knees. And if you need a blanket to soften your knee on the floor, perfect. Now we find the stability, because we work the core. I like to find the stability on that one single leg to balance. So you can be on your mat. You don't need this. If you feel that, I'd rather have some kind of cushioning under my knee. So you're going to put one thigh, one shin, need to be on this direction so you can see better. I'm going to have this thigh, my knee, my shin, and my foot on that, on the cushion. So the other leg now, make sure that your knee is comfortable, okay? So the other leg, I'm going to bring up here, okay? So we're going to be in this position. So you want to really pull the belly button in. And before we do that balancing, I'm going to do a little bit cat and cow to stretch this front thigh. So cat and cow on tabletop, but we're going to do this movement of tail coming underneath your pelvis. So I'm really sucking in. Sorry for wearing black today. Now I can't see anything. So I'm really sucking you in and pushing pubic bone forward. And while you're doing this, you feel nice stretch on the side. And then I relax it. So I'm sticking my bum out basically. So if you think of a tail, so the tail is up and you can use your upper body to come forward. You feel tightness here. So let's suck it in and tilt your pelvis forward. Tilt, feeling in this. Don't go back though. You want to stay in center. And then release. Again, pull the belly button in and release. And if you can leave this upper body movement out, so you just stay in the center, tuck in and arch. Tuck in and arch. 2 more times, tuck in, keep your belly button in. And arch, 1 more, tuck in and release, arch. Now do a little circling on the knee. As long as your knee is okay, just a little bit more, little bit circles for the hip socket. Again, no pain. If you feel like, I rather do very small or I don't want to do very big at all, that's up to you. All good. So circle that little bit like hip circles. Sometimes you do these hip circles as we're standing on both legs. Now you do the hip circle on that one leg. Let's not over exhaust this. And then you're going to start balancing. So keep your hands. Of course, you can take support if you need to, but you're trying to find the core. So belly button in, relax the shoulders. You can extend your arms on the side or have your hands on the hips, and you're trying to lift the front foot, the right foot here by me or the other foot, whatever side you're on, off the floor. Yes, it's like balancing on a ball. Belly buttons in, shoulders down, relax, find the balance. Ooh. Very good. 1 more, trying to keep that foot off the floor. Excellent. You can put your hands maybe down and just switch your leg and shake the other one. Let's come to the other side. So now you're on the other side on that cushion or just on the floor. Bring the other one in. So I just changed the angle. I don't change the leg so that you have again a nice visual. Okay? So we're gonna start doing that nice tucking in movement. So as soon as you tuck in, nice stretch for this leg. Yes. So tucking in and releasing. Pull that belly button in. It's not a huge movement.
It's just small movement. Yeah, so you can take the upper body in the beginning if you feel that that helps you to find the movement. But it could be that you just want to already right now keep the upper body here and just find that movement sideways. It really looks, tuck in and release. Pull the belly button in, tuck in and release. Tuck in and release. Let's do one more. Tucking in and release. And then few circles for the hip. We've done so many preparations now, so I'm hoping that this feels very easy for you. Good. Last circle. Again, remember that you can imagine the rest if there is a place that you don't want to go into. Good. Let's come back to center. Keep the belly buttons in, hands on the hips, or you support and you balance. Isn't that amazing? One side, it's like the standing leg you have, it's so much easier to balance. Much, much easier. How is that possible? My right side is so much, it's like calmer. You find the balance much easier. It's just a little bit fun to play here. Play around, play around. Good. Oh yes, you feel that standing leg, standing knee. Good. So let's make it a little bit exciting. I'm going to come back on both knees. And if you feel that your knees are needing a little bit of break, just take it easy. You don't have to do the next one. If you feel that that's too much for my knees, no, I don't want to do it. So the exercise is that we're going to keep changing. So you change, you bring that one leg front. You can tap the floor, of course. You can tap the floor. And then you swing it back. And you tap the floor. And you swing it back. Or you don't tap the floor. Bring it in up. And bring it back. Bring it in front. And bring it back. Very easy. So remember that you can also do this kind of tippy, tap, toe movement as well. If you don't want to do it and say, no, this is uncomfortable for me, I don't want to do it, just do a little bit knee lifts here, or possibly bringing your knee forward on the tabletop. Knee forward, knee forward, knee forward. Okay, a few more times. Yeah, again, if you feel that you want to tap the floor, you can. I'm trying not to. And again, the runner's arms are quite easy to put their opposite arm to front. So if your right leg is going front, left arm. If your left leg is going front, right arm. Keep your core in. Last two. Actually, now last two. Last one. Well done. Good work. Come back to face on your mat. Relax your legs. Take a tabletop again if you need cushioning under your knees. Keep it. Let's come to tabletop. Remember, if wrist problems, you can come on your elbows and just do your cat. Just to release. So you can be on your elbows or you be on your hands. Exhale and inhale however you want. Just nice and slow. Close your eyes. Remember those shoulders away from your ears. You don't want to have them up. Shoulders away from your ears in both positions. Keep your breath going, eyes closed, feeling good. I'm hoping. Again, if your wrists get tired, go on your elbows. Maybe one more. Good, and take a child's pose. So again, if your knees are tired, remember that you can always put a blanket behind your knees, inside the knee. It takes the pressure off from your knee immediately. Or without. Take a nice inhale and exhale here. We're going to glide to your tummies to stretch the front part of the body. So you can press your elbows down and just crawl slowly, slowly to the floor. Yes, organize everything to be comfortable. Rest there. Just take a few breaths, lengthening the body. You can sway pelvis side to side if you need to. And we're going to do the cactus here. So placing your hands on the side on a cactus. It's very, sometimes you have a different version of a cactus, but I like the 90-degree version so that you can look at your elbows and don't crunch them in. Really send the elbows out. I'm hoping that you don't have a cold floor there on the side of your mat. You can have really nice, wide cactus. So I like you to keep your body so that your head is not on the floor. You can keep the gaze towards the floor, but your neck is nice and long. And you have your feet apart, not wide, but comfortably apart. And we will start lifting your elbows and your forearms off. So just let them glow, like float off the floor. It doesn't have to be high lift, just floating. And then you lower them back down where they are. Floating and down. So I would like to think that you are not on top of your breasts as ladies. You're not on top and resting there and doing this. You're uplifted. So you really have to work already your upper back to hold your position and lift your arms up. Good. So one more. Hopefully you feel that in your shoulder blades nicely. And lower down. Place your hands under your forehead. So now place the hands on top of each other and lower your forehead on your hands. So I trust that you are there. I have to keep speaking like this, otherwise you will not be able to hear me when I'm down here. I don't know if my voice will come to you. So you have your forehead on your hands and you will hear me, yes? So I like you to really extend your right foot and lift your right foot off the floor and then slowly down and lift the other. It's interesting that when I'm doing this, it looks like that I might be lifting my left leg up when I'm lifting my right leg. So it's flipping it as a mirror image to me. So whichever leg you want to lift, lifting up and floating down. Belly buttons in. Remember that pubic bone on the floor. You're just letting that leg glow and flow, floating up in the air. Two more. Lifting up, lower down, and one more, lifting up and lower down. Good. Relax those legs. Take back the cactus. And now, one arm at a time and then the opposite leg. So I'll flow my one arm up and
the opposite leg floats up. So remember, you're not losing your cactus. You're doing exactly the same thing that you're doing before. Floating the cactus, lowering down the leg and the arm, and the other cactus. Arm and the opposite leg. Keep your neck long, keep looking down and down. Keep the belly button activated. Don't use your lower back too much. So you really want to have pull the belly button in, float the cactus and the leg, and down. Float the cactus and the leg, and down. 2 more. Float the arm and the leg, neck nice and long, and down. Float, and down. We're going to do one variation. Relax on the floor. Turn your one cheek on the floor. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Turn the other cheek to the floor. And come back to center. So now you are going to look at the hand of the cactus that is lifting, and the opposite leg is lifting on its own on the back. So let's say that we are lifting this arm, the opposite leg. So you're looking at that side, and you're maintaining your leg and the arm up, and just turning your head to the other side. The hand that is on the floor. Return your head back to original side and lower everything down. Turn your head to look at the hand that is on the floor. Lift your leg and opposite arm up. You're looking. Turn your head to look at the hand that is on the floor. Return your head back and lower everything down. Turn your head to look at the other side. That arm and opposite leg lift up. Keep belly buttons in. Look at the other hand on the floor. Returning to look on the original hand. Lower down. Other side last time. Turn your head to look at the side. Lift up your hand and leg. Look at the other hand. Look at the original cactus arm. And lower yourself down. Arms comfortable. Breathe. Shake your pelvis side to side. You can turn your head side to side and hopefully feel that your head turns very easily side to side, hopefully. They start to come up. So whichever way you are comfortable to come up, you can think of coming to first to cobra to feel the opening of your chest and you're feeling that, oh, back feels good. Just lift yourself up slowly, slowly to tabletop. Again, full pressed hands. And then the crocodile looking over towards your heels, letting your pelvis sway, hopefully getting that outer iliotibial tract, that band opening. Yes, good. And then bringing your legs forward. So let's flip the legs forward. Shaking your legs. And then you round your back. So I didn't give you a child's pose this time. You're just going to lower yourself down. So really, again, use those arms if you need to, but try to relax your feet forward and do it without support. Keep breathing. Slowly, slowly. Coming back. Bring your knees to your chest. Sort of coming back to beginning. Remember when we started, we're just rocking side to side. And then little forward and back. Good. Let's relax the feet to the floor and do a nice gluteal stretch. Bring your whichever knee to your chest and then turn the foot against the shin or the foot against the other thigh. I hope you can see it. And then easily rocking that other leg like you were doing windshield wipers. You're doing windshield wipers, side and side. And again, you can do this eyes closed. And the size of this windshield wiper is up to you. You can do small speed, letting that leg be there. And just swaying side to side. Let's find a way to come back to center. Come back to center. And then either just place the same side hand on the knee and press away. Either tuck in or neutral spine. You can rock a little bit on that lower spine if you like. Or you can do a proper needle stretch. So I put my top leg hand, the leg that is on top, same side hand, through the things to the legs and just hold the other knee. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly release. Taking the other leg, bring your knee to your chest. Place it across the other thigh and just let go. So it's already feeling that it's stretching. And then you just start with the other knee. Finding this side to side movement. You can turn your head opposite direction. Again, keep the core solid. You're using your abdominals. Remember, this movement can be big if you wish it to be big. It can be small. This is our last movement for today. And then you have only one more beautiful position to do after this. Your Savasana. Let's come and find back to center. And again, either you want to have the same hand as your leg pressing the thigh or knee away, or the same hand goes through the legs and grabs the other knee and you lift the foot off the floor. Nice inhales and exhales. I'm hoping you're still warm over there, wherever you are. Good. Let's release that. And come and lie on your back. And again, you're going to stay lying on the back. Open your palms. Get your gaze. Eyes closed, possibly. If you need to cover yourself up, as we have 5 minutes here, take a blanket and cover yourself up, please, so you're not feeling uncomfortable. If you need to take a sip of water, where's my water? If you have to take a sip of water at this moment, you can do that as well and just get comfortable for your relaxation. And again, as you're lying there, relaxing your body to the floor, this just give your body a chance to process everything that you have done. All the movements have been nice and gentle. And hopefully you have done most of them eyes closed. So you have really felt that the internal strings that you have, everything is connecting to everything, that they have really rejuvenated, strengthened the connection.
And that all those, every part of those strings have been restored the best possible form, for the best possible communication, and the best possible function for your body. So just relax into your breath. If you have silence at your house, that would be the best. You just listen to the silence. Allowing the body relax to the floor. If you have a clock ticking, listen to the clock ticking. Just sense and listen to your own breath flowing. So come back to your breath. Again, notice your fingers and notice your feet. Notice your head and possibly bring them to movement. And again, if you think, oh, I just want to stay here and lie on my back, she doesn't have to get me up because I'm at my home and I don't have to drive anywhere after this. Stay there, stay on lying on your back. You don't have to get up yet. No need to get up. Wherever you are, whichever position you want to be, bring your hands to Namaste in front of your chest. Have your eyes closed. Again, this Namaste is for love, respect, and gratitude for yourself. And give that to yourself right now. Thank yourself for your own practice. And I thank you for practicing with me today. If I had not seen those numbers on the screen, I would have been downhearted and the class would have been different. So thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you happiness and health and wealth and all the good things that you wish into your life and for your body and for yourself. I hope to see you again the next live stream class next week. You can message me anytime. Suzie Yoga Cyprus. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste.